You're gonna love today. I just spilled coffee on my beige couch. What a klutz. Because I was excited. I wanted to tell you about what's going on. I have a recommendation and something free for you regarding, let's say, looking into the future. I don't want to say predictions, but it's really in that realm with a famous person. I was asked to promote this. I'm going to explain why this is one of the few things I'm going to promote by people out there, why I don't promote most of it, why I'm going to promote this free. It's a free session with a very cool person about your psychic powers, tapping into those answers, how to do all of this. Why am I doing this? Because if you watch my channel, you know that I don't recommend going to psychics. I'm going to explain why and how that can work against you, how I love this, how you can use it, because I want to help you tap into that world, but we have to do it in a way that is going to be positive for you. You create your own reality. Let's talk about doing that. Are you ready for this? This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. Can I please just, my friend said, why do you wear white? I said, I'm never going to quit. I'm usually, 5 minutes, I've got coffee on it. Who cares? Okay, I'm going to take a drink and you're going to love this. First of all, thank you for all of you who've bought my book, Breakthrough Fear, and I'm getting rave reviews. If you haven't written a review on Amazon, please do let people know what you think about it. It's your way of really opening up into that world we're going to talk about right now, where you can manifest anything. It's a pretty mind-blowing book. I've got that information in the description. Or you can go to Breakthrough Fear, Landria Onkka. Your spiritual butt kick is really the subtitle. Why? Because you hold the power. Now I'm going to tell you who this person is, what I'm going to give you for free. You're going to be able to click, and if you're in my email list, you're going to get this also. And why I like what this whole beautiful session class with him is going to do that I like. Why do I always say it's not healthy to go see psychics? I have sat in front of this camera for years, and I keep saying the same thing. Breakthrough fear means that we live in a world where we have challenges constantly. That is intentional. It is the best school. It's the way for us to know who and what we are, and really everything that's beautiful about us, because now we know what the contrast is. You can't know light unless you know dark. Now here's what I want you to know. When you go to psychics, first of all, very few of them really are that good, and even the good ones, they're interpreting based on their own personalities. They've got other stuff coming in there. It's never clean and pure. If you want to do that, you can tap into that yourself, which is what we're going to talk about in a minute. I believe that you are creating your entire future at every moment. That's quantum physics, by the way. So if I have a thought, I'm creating it. Why are we struggling so much? Because we are told as babies, no, be this way, that's wrong, they're bad. We differentiate ourselves and we become separate individuals because we believe that, and we stop being the one beautiful light energy field that is all things. Which means what? You have access to everything. That means you can access that power and every probability right now. Now, why do people buy all these positive thinking books? And I have courses on this. Why don't they work? I teach you why it doesn't work and what does work. So go to landriaonkka.com, check this stuff out. Today we're going to talk about this. Why doesn't it work? Because you can say all the mantras you want, but we don't believe it. Why? Because so few people tap into it. Why don't we tap into that amazing, unlimited manifesting power for positive things? Because there are people in low-density ego states that like to control us. And if we knew we had those powers, we would use it for community, positive things. We'd stop buying all the crap out there. We'd stop putting chemicals on plants. Did you know in Europe they don't allow preservatives? Hey, Americans, right? Oh, I wonder why we have cancer. This is so ridiculous. It's insanity. So when you go to a psychic and they tell you a future, they're telling you what they see at the moment. So if I believe something, they could see something really nasty because I'm in a negative state, which is why I'm probably going to a psychic anyways. Tell me it's going to be okay. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it is going to be okay. Why? Because you can do it. And we're going to teach you how to do that. Why am I going to teach you how to do this? Because when you raise your frequency, it affects the collective, it affects me, it affects everyone, and we all go into that new earth. That's all the new earth is. It's not some, alien craft that comes and gets us, although that wouldn't be a bad thing. However, we don't qualify yet. We need to qualify if we want to go into that state of being. So when you go to a psychic, they're seeing whatever you're creating at that moment, what you're creating at that moment. So if they're really good, they can see a future that you may not like, right? So you might get it in your head that that's how it is. They said it and it's going to happen. So you actually create that, right? Or they say certain things and maybe you get, lax and you go, I don't have to do anything because it's just going to happen. No, it doesn't work that way. All right, so you have to make it happen. You go, okay, I'm going to have a best-selling book, right? I was told by a psychic like 30-some years ago that this would happen. And she said, but don't think that you can just sit there. She says you have to write it. You have to get it out there. She told me everything that was pretty mind-blowing. In fact, everything has come true except for one. That was a long time ago, and I don't see psychics. But that one, boy, she was right on target. I wish I could find her again. But she was a lot of fun, and she told me this one thing. She said, I'm only seeing what you're doing. She said, there's nothing I tell you that you cannot change. And she said that in the beginning. I thought, what? I'd never heard of that. I was pretty young. Actually, I was in my 20s. And she said, yes. She said, you can, if you like what I say, you can create it. If you don't, you can change it. I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I had never heard of that. Never really thought about that stuff. I was a very spiritual person, whatever that means. So I don't recommend going to psychics because people go usually when they're in a low state. All right, so you are controlling everything. How do we go into that state of reprogramming, deprogramming? You got to remember why you're being programmed. It's coming from a low frequency place of control and negativity because egos, they just want what they want and they don't care about anybody else unless you're buying their stuff or doing what they want you to. So we've got to break that. We've got to break the chain right now and say, you know what? I don't have to act that way. I don't have to live that way. And so you could choose whatever you want in your life, and you can do it. So what we do is we focus on the current situation, which could be dire for you. Maybe you're in a bad situation, you're depressed, or you're not getting things that you desire. So you have to ask yourself, what must I change? Because my behaviors created this. My beliefs, my thoughts have created these beliefs and actions that come from that. So you have to change it. So if you're focused completely on the change and you know that you can create that 1 in a million shot like I do all the time, if you know that, then you know that there's a probability you can tap into right now. It exists. Everything exists right now for you. And it doesn't judge. If you want it, just like low egos, they could blow up the planet if they wanted. The quantum field doesn't judge that. Oh, you can blow up the planet. No, you can't have that, but you can have... No. It says, okay, what are you putting into it? So here's what I have for you. It is September of 2023 of this video. I don't know how long I'm going to have this free link, all right? It is James Van Praagh. Now, I saw him recently out of curiosity because I haven't seen anything about him in years. And he speaks the same language that I do, that you're creating it and that he sees a lot of things, but he's only reading what you're doing. And so he has a free class. He's got this whole cool day you're going to spend with him. I don't know how many hours it is. And if you click in the description or you're in my email list, you guys see this. People said, where is that? It's down below in the description. And I'm going to put a click here for my free email list. So if you can't find this link for James, you can click here. You'll get an email with it. I'm going to send it out every few days. You guys can sign up for this class. It's at the end of September, and then I think they're probably going to do some other stuff after that. So if you see this later on, click and see, at least get into my free videos because I'm going to show other stuff. So Humanities Team asked me to promote this, and I said yes. All right, it's free. And why? Because I said, now you're talking. Now you got somebody who's extremely talented. He's the real deal. And he's going to show you how to go into that space and tap into this psychic information so that you can get answers, clarity. He's doing really cool stuff. Now, if you're in my email list watching this, then you will go into the email and it's all going to be in there. If you want to sign up, you can do it here or here. This is click, that'll take you to the registration page of my email list. It's in the description here, all right? His link and my email link. I want to equip you because I want to help you to use your own powers because you can do it today. See, this thought right now is creating that whole future. This thought just changed the whole future. This one and this one. So every time you switch, you create a completely new future. It might just be slightly off, Maybe you have a little fender bender instead of a fatal accident. It really is that subtle. And so we don't want to go into that creation that we don't have to experience anymore. We're going to break through fear. So I would love for you to purchase my book. It supports me, and please share it with your friends. Read the book. I think it'll blow your mind. It's Your Spiritual Butt Kick. Break Through Fear, Your Spiritual Butt Kick. And I'm going to continue to tell you how amazing you are. And that everybody holds equal power. Nobody, energy vampires, it's impossible. You know why? You believe it. You believe somebody can take your energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. That's impossible. But if you have a low energy field, it's because you're going into a low frequency and you're believing something. You go into fear, you open yourself up to the lower frequencies. That's all that is. You never have to be afraid of it. They want to play. That's how they play. I don't want to play there. I don't know about you. I don't want to be in the basement. I want to be in the penthouse. You want to join me? So please subscribe my channel. I really want to grow this channel. I want to get the word out there. You're powerful. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Go see James. I'm going to promote him a few more times. And let's go learn from somebody who really knows how this works. From a very natural standpoint. This is his skill and talent. He's a wonderful man. I'll see you there. Namaste.